Kitzer Shakorbanos Nikralachmi. So in short, to review, that the Korbanos are called my bread, Ubezor, Trumar Kufnan Gimel Vayigash Zain, Omer the Birchas Hamazon, Huma Asada is Be Achilo Shtia. But in Zohar Truma and Vayigash, it brings that Birchas Hamazon is from a place where there is eating and drinking. Aval Tzlosa, Hiam Shacham Al Madasi, Asad Leis Beachilo Shisia. But the prayer, which is drawing down from the world to come, that's a place that does not have eating and drinking. So why are the Korbanos called Lachmi, my bread, if they correspond with the prayer? And at first glance we could answer according to what's brought in the Siddur, the gate of the Birchas Hamazon binyan pasach b'mizbeach v'siyam b'shulchan, where it brings that you open with the mizbeach and you end with the shulchan. The shulchan shel adam gamkin mechaper alav. That was the order of the avoda. That first they would bring the korbanos on the mizbeach, and then they would afterwards they would end by putting the bread on the shulchan. So in terms of a person's avoda, first they daven, and then afterwards they eat or do their worldly things. That a person's table also atones for them through the purification of sparks from the world of Tohu, and this purification is a concept of strength, and it's rooted in Bina, an arousal, and a flame, in a kind of flaming desire towards Hashem. So the Mizbeach burns and purifies, and so too does the Shulchan. It's purifying, it's elevating the sparks. But the purification through the eating of the Mizbeach is from a concept of wisdom and nullification called Mamadaka, a soft, still voice. If so, that prayer is higher than the place that is eating and drinking. That's higher, that is to say, it's higher than the type of eating that's through the shulchan of the person. But it's a higher kind of eating, the eating of the mizbeach. That's why it's still called bread, because there's the meaning to say that you have a parallel between the mizbeach and the shulchan, that both of them are birur, both of them are kind of achila, but one is a lower achila and one is a higher achila. Vegam yishlomar zeh al derech birur daman u birur damayin dechurin, damayin nukvin u birur damayin dechurin. We can say that this is like the difference between the purification that's from the arousal of the feminine waters and the purification of the masculine waters, al derech shera veonas, and like clothing and intimacy, the obligation to give to the feminine concept, both clothing and an more inner concept. What does it mean, the world to come? We can say imay la. That refers to the supernal mother, vav daled de milu yud, which is the vav and the daled inside the yud within chachma. And that's why it says with the world to come was created with yud, because the vav daled in the yud is the alma da'asi. That's the hey. V'chein tzarich lomar lefi ma shenizbar b'zohar Parshas Pinchas tafresh chavav sof amar al fachalti yari dat tzlosa de miyushav. So too we can say, according to what's brought in Zohar Pinchas, that I ate my honeycomb. That's the prayer that we say sitting down. Im divshi da kriya shma. With my honey, that refers to shma. Achalti yari dat tzlosa miyushav. That I ate my honeycomb, that refers to the prayer that's sitting down. Hu yar levanon. So what's yari? what's my honeycomb? So that's the Ya'ar is a forest. Ya'ar Levanon is the forest of Lebanon. Yotzer Or Mishasim V'Haufanim V'Chayos HaKodesh. You formed light and ministers and wheel angels and the holy animals. Kulam Kedoshim, and all of them are holy. So it's like in the forest. You have all kinds of wild animals. So the blessings of Shema are compared to Ya'ari, that which comes from the forest. That the Ya'ari, not honeycomb, but forest. And Levanon use the concept of either Keser or of the Levanunis of Keser or Lev Nun Lamed Beis Nesivos Nun Shari Bina of. So that's the concept of the blessings of Kriya Shema. Kulam Kedoshim, all of them are holy. Kol Hanikra Akriyar Ilanin V'Nitzivin Dibei. All these are called the forest, the trees, and the pillars that are in it. Those that stand up in it. B'mikdash melech sham v'zelashono nira b'zeh olam habriya. And Mikdash Melech there in the Zohar it says, what does it mean, Yari? That refers to the world of Bria. Look in the Perush and Shir Hashirim al Pi Arizal Nishmas David and David Bar Moshe de Medina. There he explains in Shir Hashirim al Pi what Yari is. What makes sense, what's clear, that Yari refers to like the trees, like the fiery angels stand up, like the idea of the Mizbeah, the Mishkan is made out of the Shittim wood that stands. Those are the Malachim and Alpi Medrash. Like it says, Srafim Omdim. So that's the forest are the Malachim. With my honey, that refers to the reading of Shema, which is sweeter than all. Parshas Tzav, Zocher de Amalek, B'makom Acher, Perush Yari, B'chinas Yira, Divshi, B'chinas Ava. And look what's brought in the Mamar about remembering Amalek. And in another place it's explained that my honeycomb, that refers to fear of Hashem, and my honey, that refers to love. With a number of honeycomb and sweetness. I drank my wine. That refers to prayer. The standing prayer. Law, drawing down the supernal wine. This natir that's guarded. The concept of yain hamashumar. But the b'shalosh brachos rishonos, that's in the first three blessings. So, if you've already gotten the world to come, so then the Shemona Esrei is the yain hamashumar. That's, I guess, the meal. It's like the Seudah of Lasi Lavo. Like we're saying that it's Korbani Lachmi. It's this whole Seder of Kriya Shema and Shemona Esrei is a kind of a meal. Like the Shulchan and the Mizbeach. I know and that's through drinking wine. Comes out the secrets. Torah, that's the secrets of the Torah. It shows down the inner concept that was hidden. Like it says that my eyes were kalili from the wine. Right? That is, you drawing down from the hidden place, from that which encompasses all the worlds. Therefore it rejoices the Elohim through drawing into it the revelation of the name of Havaya. So that's Shemona Esrei, is this wine, this revelation of Sovev, in comparison to Birchas Shema and Shema, which is more Mamale in comparison. Tainu Amshachim and Sovev Kol Alamin, that is you drawing down. Excuse me. That's why the first blessings of Shemona Esrei are called I drink my wine. Also, like it's brought in Zohar Emor, but it says, remember him upon the wine. Amai al hayayin, why upon the wine? Begin the yain chedvasa deoraisa, because wine is the joy of Torah. Perush hamikdash melech yain shiabina hi mesameches leza nikra Torah. And the Mikdash Melech explains that wine, which is bina, rejoices their anpin, that's called Torah. Bechinas Torah Yaakov. Emes. So that's Zachreu ala yain. Remember him upon the wine. That's the joy in Torah. It's the yain. It's the joy upon the zerampin. And the wine of Torah is a rejoicing to all. And this wine crowns the king with its crown. Like it says, go out and see, with the crown that his mother gave him. Bina gives to Zah. And the Mikdash Melech explains that refers to the brains, the mochin, with their garments. Ayin osios, or 70 letters, communion yayin, corresponding with the number of wine. I guess the shemos, the miluim of with the miluim shem havaya, with the miluim of Eya. It's all 70 letters. The shem with the milui. And that's the wine that's hidden in its grapes. And that's the 70 words in Kiddush, Kamosha Kasuv. Bizor Vayakil, Dafresh Zayin Amud Beis, like it's brought in Zor Vayakil. V'mikdash melech sham shem keneged amochin v'levusheim. That's like the concept of the brains and their garments. Yet the three miloim of Shem are garments to the Shemos Havaya. The miloim of Shem Havaya lefize asishap yishikamokin shaykh l'gimel brachos v'shonos tishmona esrei. Therefore, it makes sense as well that this refers to the three first blessings of Shemona Esrei, Shasisiyeni, that I drank my wine, Shem Gamkin Am Shachas Amuchin, that's also drawing down the brains to Zah. Chachma Bina Das, Vim Nefarish Tahayayin Ma'at Ela Malka. And if you want to explain that this wine crowns the king, Hamshachas HaKesel is Zeranpin, that's drawing down the crown to Zah. Shinimshach Al Yidei Habina, that's drawn through Bina. V'zeu Ha'Batara She'itra Lo Imo, that's the crown that his mother gave him. V'zeu Al Derech HaMispata B'yeno Yishpo Midas Kono. And this is what the statement of the sages, that if somebody is seduced through their wine, they have in them something that's from the personality, I guess, of their maker. That's something that's from the knowledge of Hashem, that's something Hashem did. Beruvin beperek hadar daf samech yomar aleph ayin b'likuti Torah b'shir hashirim midibur amach schil tzenu re'ena. I guess that we dive into Hashem, and that's a concept of wine, and Hashem answers us. So we seduce him through the wine, so to speak. And look what it's brought in saying, if so, it has to do with Shmona Esrei, because from the prayers we make a crown, like the statement that Matat ties crowns to our Maker from the prayers of Israel. So, the concept of Bina, the joy of Torah that goes to Zah, that crowns Zerampin. So the crown is the concept of the Shemona Esrei prayer. Im chalavi, with my milk, Elaine inun shlosho brachos achronos. That refers to the 3 last brachos of Shemona Esrei. Nida bezed. We can say tipa saisod, that corresponds with the drop of the yisod hanichnas b'nihi that goes into nihi, nikra chalav, that's called the milk. So the last 3 brachos of Shemona Esrei are correspondent with nihi. Machzir Shchinas Tzion, Netzach, Modim is Hod, Sim Shalom is union of Yisod. So that's the concept of Chalav, because it's a Nehi of Ima. But it's setting up the Zir Anpin for the Yichud that starts in Sim Shalom and ends with the Nefilas Apayim. By Mizebel Kututora B'dibora Maskil Basi Legani. Al Kol Panim in the Mefarshak Kriyashma Shemona Esrei Nikra Chilush Sia. But at any rate, since we explained that the reading of Shema and Shemona Esrei is called eating and drinking, Vari Amar Ditzlosa Hiba Asad Leis Be'achilush Sia, and we said that prayers in a place where there's no eating and drinking, Imkein Al Korchach Tzarich L'chalik Bin Achila De B'chinas Shulchan. So we must say that when it says that there's no eating and drinking, it's the kind of eating and drinking of the Shulchan. But the kind of eating and drinking that Shema and Shemona Esrei does have, it's a higher Echilosh Siyah, that of the Mizbeach. Like we're saying here, like we explained in Alpi according to Avoda. Move on, but it's still not understood. Because in Zohar Truma it's explained it's that prayer is in a place where there's no eating and drinking. That is to say in the world to come. Look over there. Parshas Pinchas Mashma. And in Zohar Pinchas it implies very clearly that the Alma da Asi Zeulamai Lagam Achilush Shasiya the Achilas Mizbeach to Korbanos, that the world to come is even higher than the eating and drinking of the Mizbeach. So we want it to be mechalik between the Shulchan and the Mizbeach. But from Zohar Pinchas it implies that you can't say that the Achilas Mizbeach is an Alma da Asi. V'zel Shona, this is what it says. She'elta, we have a question. She'ilu that the world to come does not have eating and drinking. But it's written, I came to my garden, my attached one, my bride, I've eaten my forest with my honey. The one that it says, the place where it says that there's no eating and drinking, it says that I ate my forest and my honey. I drank my wine and my milk. And in the Mikdash Melech, there in the name of our teacher, the Arizal Hikshel Koshizu, it asks upon these questions, that it's difficult, this passage in Zohar, because this verse that I ate my first refers to Ziranpin, but specifically the world to come, which is Bina, that's where you don't have eating and drinking. Why are you saying about Zerampin that I ate my forest. It's not the same level. And he answers, because Zir Anpin, its main dwelling place and its main place to sit is in the palace of Bina. Like it says, that's therefore a man will abandon his mother and father, his father and mother, which are Abba and Ima. That's where he is naturally and to cleave to his wife, which is Malchus. So it's a chiddush to come down to Malchus from Ava. So that's the Iker Mushav. Then Avza is in Abba and Ima. Zor ish Parshas Vayetze. Ma'im b'sidur sharachanaka b'dibur amaschil samach tesamach. And since the main dwelling place of Zir Anpin is in the supernal mother, who also delights be'achil or shesiyah, and that's a place where you do not have eating and drinking. So it makes sense to ask then, how can you say, I ate my forest with my honey? But we still it remains in a question at this point, because we said here that Slosa is the Mizbeach, and Slosa is also the Leisbeach Yilush Siyah.